How would you feel if you are in jail for 12 years for a mistake which you have not done actually? The name of the person is Nathan. He was a Jew and he was assumed by mistake that he was a NATO spy. And he was taken and put in Siberian prison for 12 years. And he was feeling bored in the jail, so he wanted to play games, mind games with somebody. But as he was in the jail, he was not given anybody to play with. So at that time, his favorite game was chess. And the world champion at that time was Garry Kasparov. So he used to play in his mind the chess game with the world chess champion Garry Kasparov, and he used to beat him. And this was happening for 12 years. And after 12 years, he was released and he went to Israel. And in Israel, before the world chess champion actually goes to the match, they actually play with 5 people at the same time. And at that time, the world chess champion Garry Kasparov was playing against one of the 5, and that person is Nathan, who was playing chess games with the world chess champion in the prison in his mind. And he defeated the world chess champion. And all the news reporters asked him how you were able to defeat the world chess champion. And for that he said, I was defeating him for 12 years in my mind. You see the power of your mind? You can use the power of your mind to overcome anything. In fact, your fear as well. There are 2 types of fear. One is normal fear and the other one is abnormal fear. The normal fear is the fear of falling and the fear of sound, noise. These 2 are natural fears. Why? They help us to preserve us, to save us from the danger. But all the other fears are called abnormal fears. Why? Because they are artificially given to us by our environment, by our elders, by our relatives, by our friends, by our parents. So how do we make sure we remove the abnormal fears we have? Say for example, just a small example. You are afraid of going into the water because maybe something happened in your life when you were a kid. So you are now afraid of water, so you don't want to go for swimming. How can you sort it out? You might use the example of swimming and put some other things like going in the elevator, standing on the stage and speaking to some people. There are so many things which you are afraid of. What you can do is, you can use the power of visualization in your mind. Say in this case, swimming, for example, you think as if you are actually jumping in the water and you are feeling that the water is touching you and you are feeling the temperature of the water. And you are swimming in the water and you are feeling the breathing when you are swimming. You are all doing all these things by visualization. Even though you are in your home or in your office, by visualization you are actually creating that feeling by closing your eyes. When we do this, automatically the subconscious mind will accept it and you will be able to overcome your fear. So most of the fear what we are afraid of does not happen, but the more you fear and the more you give power to the fear through your emotions, it will become your reality. Most of the people fear because they give power to that fear thought, and our thoughts become our reality. So we have the choice to find what is the opposite of fear. Say for example, you fear for something. When you find what is the opposite of that fear, give focus on the opposite of fear, what you are fearing for. And when you are focusing on the opposite of fear and you are internalizing it by giving emotions, you become great. Big successful people tell that if you fear for something, then attempt it, then do it. That is the only way fear can die. Say, for example, you fear speaking in the camera. Initially, when I was making the video, I used to fear. So when I started making videos like this, slowly, like muscle, fear, you have to compensate with confidence. And confidence is a muscle. Like when we go to gym, initially our biceps will not be bigger. As you do little by little, your bicep starts growing. So you start doing things which you are afraid of, and you increase your confidence muscle day by day. As you increase this, fear automatically fades and finally it dies. You have the power to give energy, power to the fear, which will make your life pathetic, harmful, sadness. If you can change this thought, remove that fear thought and put faith and visualize the things what you want, you can get anything in this life. As always, sharing is caring, and let me know in the comment box what is it one thing which you loved about this video. Bye.